Hello, hello, welcome to Cooking Live at 5. Welcome, everybody. We're super excited to be back with you all. Welcome back to Cooking Live at 5. As you all know, we took a brief break in December just to kind of reset and regroup and figure out like what kind of goals we wanted to set for ourselves in 2021. So we're really glad to be back to cook with you all, and I wanted to open up and talk to you about this soup, you guys. It's called a detox soup, and I'm here with my helpers. First of all, let them say hey. So y'all say hey to everybody.
Hi.
Mike, you gonna say hey?
I love it, Dr.
Oh, okay.
I love it,
So let's put that down for a second. So you guys, we're doing a detox soup. One of the reasons why I want to do that is because I set certain goals for myself this year. My confession, because as you all know, I do a confession the first of each month, but since we were on break, I didn't do one. And that confession for Confession of a Homemaker this year or this month is that I didn't set a New Year's resolution. And I didn't do that because I found myself every year setting a New Year's resolution like, girl, you're going to lose 30 pounds. Or girl, you about to exercise every day for 30 minutes. And how many of you all have this experience that you start out really strong in that first month, maybe even into February, then you get to Valentine's Day where you go out with your boo and you get you a good meal and everything is just downhill from there. So that's been my experience every year. And not to say I don't lose weight, maybe it's not as much, but it feels like, man, you didn't achieve your goal again. And so I had to sit back and think, Brittany, why aren't you meeting this goal? Why can't you lose this weight? You can do all things through Christ that strengthens you, but for whatever reason, you're not sticking with this thing. And it's important because why? My goal of losing weight is to be here for my kids, and to be around for them, to be healthy, to be energetic. And so I said 2021 is going to be different. Why? Because this goal is going to be smart. It's specific, it's going to be measurable, it's going to be achievable, it is going to be realistic, and it's going to be timely. All your goals, you have to know why you're doing it. You have to have a way to measure if you're meeting your goal. You have to make sure it's achievable. Is it within your scope? If you give your all, will you be able to do this thing? Is it realistic? Given all the circumstances in your life right now, can you do this thing? And you can. And then is it timely? Are you giving yourself a realistic timeline? And again, given everything going on, is this the best thing for you? Well, I said, yeah, this is what I'm going to do this year. Hey, y'all, I just want to say, hey, I know I'm talking, but I just want y'all to know that I'm doing something different this year. And so we're starting off with this detox soup because one thing I found is that most of your weight loss challenges come around food. And it's like, if you don't have that food prepped ahead of time, how many of y'all be running up in the kitchen just eating whatever's in sight? Like you be hungry and you just run up in that refrigerator and grab whatever. So what I found is if I meal prep or do things ahead of time, it helps me stay on track. So this is a part of my meal prep this week, and I want to invite you all into this process. And so we are going to go ahead and get started. We're not going to hold off. So like I said, it's a quick detox soup. We're using our Instapot or a Ninja pressure cooker today, but you can do this recipe on your stove. So I will, on my Confessions of a Homemaker page, I will make sure that I put both recipes. So if you don't have a pressure cooker, you can cook this, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to get started. And we are going to, first of all, we got to plug this thing up, right? Because it's not going to work if we don't plug it. And we're going to set this gonna set this on saute. So it's on saute and it's on high. We're gonna let it get a little warm. And I just want, let me pause here and just see who's on. Hey, Mom. Hey, Miss Heather. How you doing? Hey, Miss Karen. Hey, Grandma. It's so good to see everybody on today. I missed you all. So, like I said, we're doing this detox soup. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw in some grapeseed oil. You can use oil of your choice, but grapeseed oil is a staple in my house. So, you know, I'm gonna post a recipe, but y'all know I don't do good with them recipes. I'm gonna splash a little oil up in here.
Not that much.
Not that much.
That's a lot
No,
more.
it's not. It's a couple tablespoons. And then we're gonna go ahead and pour these mushrooms in.
Can I pour it?
Yeah, go ahead and do that. And you want those mushrooms to saute a little bit.
Oh no,
Just to
it's
get-
go out.
Here, get this spoon for me, baby. We want these mushrooms to saute just a little bit to get some of that water off of them, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Brielle's taking that away. All right, she handling that for
Can
me.
you tell him to get down? He needs to get down.
Okay, Mike, can you get down a little? Can you get down and get on this other one?
Mommy?
Yeah. Mommy can help you. Come on over here, because I want you to help out. Okay? All right. Oh, Granny wants to know, is your apple good? It's real good. Micah eats like 3 or 4 apples a day. Like, that's his thing. And the doctors do say eat an apple a day to keep the doctor away. But he does a lot with the apples. We just keep them in stock here at the house because he jumps up, gets the stool, and climbs up in that refrigerator and gets him an apple throughout the day. So we never know how many apples Mike is going to eat. So how's our mushrooms doing, baby?
I see oil and a little bit of water.
Okay. So you're going to just stir them around. Is there anybody that bought their ingredients ahead of time and they decided they're going to jump in and make this detox soup with us? If so, please drop that in the comment. We would love, love, love to know that you're cooking with us.
Because if you are, you should share it.
That's true. Share this thing, y'all, because I think this can be a movement for real. Like, we could all just be on this journey together, just trying to eat better, just trying to be healthier, you know, and be our best selves. That's what it's about, ultimately. It's not about what your weight is when you get on the scale, you know, or your size. It's about health.
Yes.
And so that's what we are focused on for 2021. Okay?
Kids like this.
Yeah. Okay. So Brielle is doing really well with our mushrooms.
They smell so good.
They smell so good? Okay. All right. So as those mushrooms kind of cook down, you can go ahead and add in your onion.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And for this recipe, it makes a lot of soup. So this is something I'm going to be eating throughout the week. The kids, you know, for lunch, they'll eat it, have crackers on the side. So I actually made one huge batch, but I split the ingredients in half so you guys could see it actually being prepared. So
Pour it in, Mama.
this is half an onion, but the recipe calls for a whole onion, a whole small onion. Okay. So we're gonna pour that on in there.
It's going to make our eyes water, so make sure you.
Well, you know what you could do? You know, to make it not water, you can put a little water on your onion, rinse it off before you chop it up. I do not like chopping onions, so I have a Ninja chopper that is really amazing and easy. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
he put
Mike, Micah, don't put your hand near the pot, okay? It's hot, baby.
cabbage in there.
That's all right. It'll cook. And then next, we're gonna put in some carrots. So you can put whatever carrots you have in your house. I decided that I had some organic carrots, and they're like the multicolored ones. I just went on and cut them up. So we're gonna pour that in there.
Yay, carrots.
Okay. What else we gonna do, Bree Bree?
We
We're
should
gonna-
add some onion.
We gotta do our celery.
Celery, they look like onion.
No, we already put the onion. We gotta put our celery. We're gonna stir fry all of our vegetables until they soften a bit. Because
well,
you know,
all of our veggies.
Micah,
He
Micah.
cut out the light.
Micah,
He cuts off the light.
y'all, the light was out. Y'all excuse that. Micah, the youngest, you know, he likes to play with the lights right now. That's his thing. But yeah, we are stir frying our vegetables so they soften up. Because y'all know my pet peeve is that I don't like no crunchy vegetables in any of my food. So
All of us don't.
right. So we thoroughly stir fry our vegetables.
I don't know more
I'm gonna add just a hint, just a little bit.
because
Okay.
we don't want these vegetables burning.
We don't want them burning. Okay, so go ahead and stir fry that on down.
Apple.
You doing what, baby?
I buy my apple.
You bit your apple?
Yeah.
So while she's doing that, y'all, I am going to go ahead and throw a little garlic up in there. Okay. So the recipe says like 3 cloves, but like I said, I cut it in half. So I'm doing approximately 1.5 cloves in there.
Oh,
Okay.
and you should buy this because it is very helpful.
Oh yes, y'all. This is my new handy dandy tool. I forgot to put this on the page. I'm gonna post this when I post the recipe. But it's like magnetic measuring spoons, okay?
And they stay together.
They
so-
stay together, you guys, because I have traditional measuring spoons, and
But they won't stay together.
they won't stay together, and then like when we go to like look for one of them, like
They're
it's missing.
gone.
It's missing. So this is wonderful because like I'll never lose my measuring spoon. So we got this off of Amazon. So I will be sure to put the link on Confessions of a Homemaker, the page with this recipe. So if you're interested, it also has a leveler. So like you want to make sure you want to be accurate. I probably won't ever use this because I just be like kind of tossing stuff, as y'all know. But it's a great tool. Okay. So we put the what we put in there? The garlic, right?
Celery, carrots, mushrooms.
Now we're gonna put a little thyme in there, okay?
Thyme.
Yeah, this is now the recipe says you gotta have some fresh thyme, y'all. But I had this thyme up in the pantry, so I'm gonna go ahead. I have a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead. It's all right. We're gonna just pour that in there.
You never measure it.
Well, it wasn't that much. It'll be all right. It's not gonna hurt it because it's an herb. It's not salty, so it's not gonna hurt anything.
Well, if it was salty.
Yeah, now you don't want to play with it when it's.
If it's
salt,
you're gonna measure it.
you want to measure that thing.
And that's what Mom's about to do.
I'm gonna measure our salt. So I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm putting in half a teaspoon. Okay. Now the recipe calls for a teaspoon, but because we're doing half of the soup, I'm only putting in half. Now, at the end of the recipe, you might want to add just a smidge more salt. But again, this is a detox soup, a healthy soup.
It smells so good.
And it's full of herbs and those kinds of flavors, so you don't want to overdo it, okay, with the salt.
And it tastes very nice.
What else are we going to do? We're going to do some black pepper, right? And we're going to just do,
A little bit, not that much.
you know what, that's the wrong measuring spoon. We're going to do a fourth of a teaspoon.
You don't want to use too much pepper.
Right. Because that'll make it spicy. We don't want to do that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and just keep stir frying that.
Until
Okay.
it's soft.
Until is it softening up for us?
The mushrooms are in. The celery's a little bit hard.
Okay, keep going then. Keep
And
going.
the carrots are hard.
Keep working on it. Keep working on it. Okay. Does anyone have any questions for us? Let's see. Let's see if anyone has dropped any questions.
Or comments.
Okay. All right. So none so far. But if you do have questions about this recipe, please drop them down there in the comments.
And
Okay.
we will read them.
Yes, we will, and try to answer them. Okay. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put some cabbage. So this is. They said to do half a head of cabbage for the entire recipe, but I'm only, like I said, I cut it in half, so this is about a quarter of a large head of
Mom,
cabbage.
this is not done. Let's finish this first.
It's all right, baby. 'Cause
Okay.
it says about 5 minutes. And again, it's going to pressure cook, and we're going to put liquid in there, so it's going to cook down.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and add our cabbage in.
Wow, that's a lot of cabbage.
And we're going to, right, it is a lot. But cabbage cooks down. It cooks down. So it looks like a lot right now, but it's not going to be a lot.
Okay,
At
can
the
I have
end.
this spoon?
Okay, go ahead and stir that up for me for about a minute.
It's hot, so.
Okay, yeah, be careful. All right. Hey, okay, my granny says, where's little Nate? Little Nate is, yes, he is having a business meeting. My son, he has his little group with his friends and stuff, so he is in a meeting right now. So he didn't get on the meeting? Okay. He didn't get on, okay. Well, he decided that he is going to step away for a minute. So hopefully he'll join back with us. I thought he was in a meeting. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead and now that Brielle has stir fried that for a minute, we're going to go ahead and add in the tomatoes. Mikey, you want to add the tomatoes in?
Be careful, buddy.
So these are Italian style. I like Italian style tomatoes because they have extra seasonings in there. They have like the basil and the garlic and the oregano. So I just like to use that. Hold on, baby. Be careful.
Get down, Micah.
Okay?
Get down, Micah.
Come on over here. Come on over here. Because I don't want you to fall, okay? Thank you. All right. Yes, cabbage. I see Heather put cabbage is good for you too. It is. It is a great vegetable for you to eat. For sure. Because, you know, I'm big about getting our greens in. And so this is a great way to do that.
There's always something green on our plate.
Always. Okay? All right. So next, the last
Can I
thing.
put a little bit?
No. You want to pour it in?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, go ahead. So this is actually only about 16 ounces of vegetable broth. Again, I split it in half. So we're going to pour that on in there. Okay. And
Can I have that? Mom, I want to stir it, please.
well, it's not much.
I'm just stirring.
Okay, hold on, baby. Let me get it one good stir, and then we're gonna go ahead and put the pressure. Hold on, baby. I'm thankful that you're helpful. But let me take it over for a hot second so I can get ready to put the lid on. Okay. So you guys, right? So you guys, I'm putting on our lid for the pressure cooker.
And then we're going to show you how the soup turns out.
And what I'm doing, and this goes for pretty much any pressure cooker, you set it for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Because you can set it between 15 and about 17 minutes, but I like it, I don't want the vegetables to overcook.
Yeah. You like
because
them to be like soft.
you want them to be soft, but like you don't want to cook out all your nutrients. Like if you
Yeah.
overcook your vegetables, that's what's going to happen. So we set it, and that's it for our soup. And so I'm going to actually bring over the finished product so you guys can see what that looks like.
Y'all like the look.
Okay, so let me grab that.
And I'm going to like the taste. I really think I will.
Okay, so like I said, I use my Instapot initially. So
The soup is kind of like,
it's hot, but it looks really
let
yummy.
me see if you can see that.
Y'all see it?
No.
Yes.
That's the yummy stuff.
Okay. Yum, yum, yum. So I see a question
Hey, get
about
down.
whether or not you can add other vegetables. Yes. For this particular soup, it's really important to have your cabbage in there for the detox purposes. But I have seen people add like zucchini, spinach. I wouldn't do cabbage and broccoli.
Come on.
I mean, it just depends on how your system responds. But I definitely would do either the broccoli or the cabbage. Broccoli does, you know, it can cook down and like fall apart. So that's something to be mindful of. But yes, it's a vegetable soup and it's a detox soup. So you can add.
Super healthy and it's
Right.
super delicious.
You can add. You want to taste it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me get you a spoon.
I
You
really
wanna
want
taste
to
it?
taste it. I really want to taste it. It's going to be so yummy.
Okay. You want to taste it?
Yeah. Molly have these.
Okay.
We're going to eat.
Michael, don't lift my shirt up.
I'm
We're on the live. We don't want to do that.
I want to have.
Okay.
I want to have.
Okay.
Mommy.
So let's make sure you get your tomato. Okay. There you go.
That's Micah's.
That's right. I'm sorry. Your bowl is pink. My bad. Okay.
It's hot, Micah, so be careful.
Okay.
You need to feed Micah his.
Okay. So let me blow it. And like I said, you know, as far as the salt at the end, you might want to add just a little bit.
It's actually pretty good.
But it is, you know, it's full of herbs, so it's gonna add a lot of flavor. Is that yummy? Mmm. That's so good.
That's so good.
That's so good, Mikey?
I think it's
Mikey
delicious.
says it's good, y'all. So this is like I said, I'm trying to meal prep. Last Sunday I spent all day like cooking and making meals for throughout the week, and so that's been very helpful. So this is starting my meal prep for the week. Yeah. So you guys, that's it for Cooking Live at 5 with Confessions of a Homemaker. Thank you all for joining today. Please make sure you check out Confessions of a Homemaker, the website. I will post this video. Hold on, boo. They can't see me. They can't see me. I will post, you know, this full recipe on there, and as well as like this new tool that I talked about. And yeah, so expect to look out for that. All right. I will see you guys in a couple weeks. You guys take care, and thank you so much for jumping on today. All right. See you later.
Bye.